right, it's all yours. Take it away, buddy.
All right. Hello, everybody. We are here for a wonderful one shot. Our players are beginning their journey in the city of Daggerford, where they have come together to work a job, a very casual job. Um, Now, for everybody, if you could go ahead and please introduce yourselves and introduce your characters. But before you do, I guess I'm Glorious George. I'll be DMing. This is kind of a little bit of a rushed one-shot operation, which I was happy to fulfill in for. I'm very excited for this. So, without further ado, let's start from top left. Dayton.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm David. I am originally cut my teeth with Star Wars C20. Press up and chat for RIP for that system. I'm just an all-around nerd and everything. And my character is Davin Voight. He's a paladin, but he's from another realm, being sent out by House Denrith to go look for interesting crap on other realms and bring it back to Eberron.
Okay. Next up.
I believe that's me.
Yeah.
I am playing Kalikaroth. Let me pronounce that correctly again. Cal Mackeson. I am a halfling sorcerer who has been studying with the Arcane Brotherhood up in Luskan and is merely interested in finding out more about the air planes and the air realms. As like I say, he is a storm sorcerer. I myself, my name is Jeff, and I've been playing D&D for an uncountable number of years. Started in 2.0, worked through 3.5, Pathfinder, all that jazz, and now I'm here playing 5e.
Cool.
That me next.
Yep.
So I'm Optimal Salsa, also known as Justin in real world. I am playing Kellic Ironsand, a half dwarf, half deep gnome rogue. Pretty interesting. Been playing tabletop games for a while. First time with people I don't know, so this will be interesting.
Cool. Next up, if you want to go Seasoned Uncle. Oh, actually, Seasoned Uncle, if you want to go next.
Yeah, if we're going by the thing, I assume that I'm next. So I'm Seasoned Uncle on pretty much all social medias. Today I will be playing Rook, the bird barbarian. He is the pretty much epitome of Ugly Smash. And his whole thing is to adventure. Kind of
Cool. And D&D girl. D&D nerd girl, sorry.
My name is Cherish. I will be playing Kavina Grime Grinder. She is a deep gnome ranger swarm keeper. She was basically found in mine, woke up with a strange ability, and is just trying to figure out how she can use the ability to help people or find the person who gave her this cool gift.
Okay, cool. You guys have been working in the city of Daggerford. You've been working together. You guys mainly deal in adventuring, problem solving, dealing with people's issues, rooting out monsters, and you have been called back for the third time to a job at the Gorgut Tavern. The Gorgut Tavern, you've done multiple assignments there, and every time it's involved the same thing. They have a rat problem. The owner is quite perturbed, a little bit upset. Look, you said you'd take care of it, but third time I'm calling you out here. I need this to go away, okay? You've cleared through the first floor before. You've cleared through the upstairs where the rooms are. You're not sure what could be the issue here. It's rats. This is not the worst thing you've dealt with before. You guys have fought goblins, orcs. These are some rats. With that said, owner's quite upset. His name's Larry. What would you guys all like to do?
Say Kellic would probably go talk to Larry first, kind of see where this new wave of rats is coming from. If we've been here multiple times, we got to find wherever this new source is that they keep breaking through at.
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know. Look, I find them in the kitchen. I find them in the storeroom. I find them upstairs in the guest rooms. You know,
I mean, that's fine and well and good, but where did you see them first? When we left last time, there were none, and now there's some.
I don't know. I see them everywhere. All right, what do you want?
A starting point would be best, to be honest.
Make a persuasion check.
And the louder Larry gets, the more Cal is sort of backing away and trying to, not be in front. If he can, be hiding behind Rook, that may actually be better for him.
Okay.
I rolled
A what?
3.
3.
4 minus 1.
Just take care of it, all right? He
Fine.
smashes a bottle on his own bar, frustrated. By the way,
throws his hands up and walks back.
Actually, this is a good time to ask. Everyone's okay with me going full ham and screaming like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Just making sure. I'm from New Jersey. That's just how we talk there. I wanted to make sure I wasn't, freaking anyone out. All right. Yeah, he smashes a bottle on his own bar, pretty upset.
Do we see any now?
If you look around, make a perception check.
Perception. Button. A total of 11.
You see droppings of some, and you see signs that they have indeed been through this area. You actually find one in a trap, still squirming as the trap is closed on its neck.
There's no talking sense to the bartender.
Say what?
Did you say there was a cellar or anything that we've already explored?
There is indeed a cellar. You guys have not been down there. He has not invited you down there.
Dameron would probably go like, "Hey, give us the key to the cellar."
Yeah,
What do you need to get in the cellar for? The rats are bothering people up here.
they're sneaking
you want
in
us to-
somewhere.
Make a persuasion check.
All right, hold on.
Also, you can have advantage because Kiva is helping you.
14.
All right, look, just don't touch anything, all right? None of the merchandise down there has anything to do with it. You just take care of the rats, and you be done with it, all right?
It's good,
Sure
boss.
thing, dude.
I got my eye on you freaks, okay? Gives you the key to the cellar.
Do not know what you mean by freaks. We are not that strange.
That's not nice.
Such a rude man.
It's because you're taller than us.
You're normal looking. Yeah, geez.
Nah, come on, get out of my hair.
If I was in your hair, I would be much taller and be able to see where the rats are coming from.
He's absolutely dumbfounded by that and just shakes his head, starts going, and he starts screaming as he sees another rat and he starts trying to stomp on it.
Who's leading the way
You guys
downstairs?
can hear the ruckus he's making even as you go outside and down to the steps to the cellar.
What was the name of
Speaking
Yeah.
of,
the tavern again?
You.
name of the tavern is the Gorgut Tavern.
Or the-
We might want to finish this quick.
It may need to be the Rutgers Tavern.
Might squish us next.
You guys venture down to the cellar, and indeed you do see rats
Oh,
scurrying about all over the place.
oh, I think we found where they're getting in at.
Cal will be interested in sort of, seeing if he can figure out where the rats may have been coming from as they're sort of, scurrying around. being the 2'11" that he is, has the ability to sort of squeeze into much smaller places that even some of his other colleagues may may have the ability to get into.
Okay, give me just one moment. Ba, 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 ba. Where is? One sec. Okay, yeah, you start moving forward. As you do, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Is that everybody or just him?
Just him for now. If
Okay.
whatever you guys want to do, you can. There are rats scurrying all over the place.
That's a 14.
How big are
14.
these rats?
That's what I
They're
was just-
they're pretty meaty. They're about the size of like a football.
Oh,
Yeah, these things seem to have been getting their full of everything. You begin to investigate, and you do indeed find in a crate back here, actually an entire swarm of these things scurries out towards you.
Oh dear.
And they are actually going to immediately make an attack. One moment.
Right, time to get to work.
That
found
is
the
going to
nest.
be a 19 to hit.
Oh yes, that hits.
Okay.
Please do not kill me on the
too
first
high.
attack.
They hit you for 8 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And I need you to make a con saving throw.
You click the button. That's a 16 on that con save.
Okay, you're fine. But they do bite into you. If you guys want to roll initiative, you can.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, much better.
I'll roll for the rats.
Got a dirty 20.
Who was that?
Kellic.
Okay.
Avina got a 6.
One second. Ba, 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 ba.
Rook also got a 6.
Okay.
And Kel got a 5.
Kavina.
Initiatives are D20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus your dex. And I'm sorry. Go ahead.
14.
Okay. And I'm sorry. What did you say? You got before that?
Kel got a 5.
Kel got a 5. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. All right. Just to keep things simple, we will keep these initiatives throughout the day. If you guys do at some point want to re-roll, you guys can all vote to do that. That is perfectly fine. But all right. Kellic, you are the first one to react to this. What would you like to do?
He is going to, I'm assuming the rat swarm elicits some sort of noise from our friend. So he's going to run at them and try to kind of start hacking away at as many of the rats that are covering his friend as he can with his,
Okay, you
soul
actually almost trip over a rat getting there, but you are able to close distance, wedge in next to him with your weapon drawn.
Excellent. So I guess I'm going to do an attack with my main knife.
Okay.
Is 13 on the die plus... Oh, apologize, all my math is gone.
13 hits anyway.
Okay, so yeah, plus 4, my bad. So that is a D6. So that is 2 plus 3 for 5 damage.
Okay, you slash at these rats. They're still scurrying about. Next up, that brings us to Dan.
Gotta move forward and stand behind the two of them, like peer over their shoulders.
Okay.
Not gonna do anything right now. Just gonna wait and see.
All right, you kind of staring over their shoulders, kind of inspecting whether they're doing the job right.
Hold still, I gotta stop it.
that brings us to the rats. The rats will go ahead and make another attack as they scurry about. They will actually go ahead and attack. They're going to attack Kellic as he lunges at them. That's a 15 to hit.
I think that is a hit.
Okay. They hit you for... that's going to be 9 piercing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
All right. Got a natural 20 plus 2, 22 on the con.
You're fine. That brings us to the next swarm burst out of a barrel over here, and they start scurrying about. 1, 2, 3. They try to go up the stairs, and as they encounter you, Rook, they chomp into you, or they try to, but that is a natural. That's a 4 to hit.
That doesn't.
So, yeah, they scurry around you, and that brings us to Kavina and Rook. Your turn.
Kavina, go for it.
I'm just gonna. I don't like rats, so I'm going to just take a swipe at him with my hand axe here.
Okay.
Terrible. An 8.
8. That misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Then with my bonus action, I am going to take another swipe
Okay.
with my other hand axe. That'll be a 13.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Okay. 6 damage. Got it. Okay. Done. And Rook.
Rook will also be pulling out his hand axe and going to town.
Go for it.
Ooh. Not a natural, but 20.
Okay. You do hit then. Roll damage.
9 total.
9. Got it. Okay. Okay, awesome. You slash into them, taking out like 3 of them in one swipe. With that, that brings us actually brings us to Cal, who this all started off with.
Cal will take the disengage action and run away.
Okay.
These buggers are
you run back. You get here, and then you see that they are. You see that they're at the stairs. Where would you like to run to?
They're at the end of the bookcase is far enough away from me, unless of course more of them sneak up behind me. So I will turn around and be ready to deal with the next ones.
You sort of back into this corner over here, then ready. There's just a few rats on the ground. If you want to take a swipe at one of them.
I think I'll if I can take another take a proper action. I'd like to do an acid splash.
Okay, yeah, you can acid splash one of the regular rats.
Okay. That would be a 5.
5. Let's see.
Or wait,
5
no,
to hit.
I have to roll to hit first. Hold on. That's the damage. Cast the spell. How do I cast the spell? Oh, make a dex save 13.
Oh, okay. It does succeed. You splash acid burning through a bag of flour as this thing scurries past you. That brings us to Kellic. Your turn.
All right. So the swarm still in front of him, attacking him.
Yep.
Yep. He's gonna use his knife. He's gonna attack with his main hand and offhand this time.
Go for it.
So the main hand is dirty 20, 16 plus 4.
Yep.
So that'll be
That hits.
6 for 4 damage, and then his offhand weapon is 7 to hit.
7 misses, unfortunately.
All right.
And that brings us to Dam. You watch as Kellic is swinging his axe. Is it an axe or a sword and a knife?
He has two kind of glowing soul knives that kind of appear every time he swings out.
Okay. He swings with one knife, then another. Woof! Cuts through some, but then they scurry away before the second hit.
Why did we take this job? They're too small.
Gotta go ahead and cast Word of Radiance on all the rats that I can see in front of us.
Okay.
Funny big to me.
You have to make a save.
Yeah, it's a con 12, so let me see if it hits first. Nope. Rolled a 7.
What? Oh, yeah, that misses.
Con 12, yeah.
Okay, that's your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Right, the rats are going to take an action then. Unfortunately, this swarm is not quite bothered, so they'll keep going at you, Kellic. Let's see, that is a... I believe that will hit with an 18.
Yep.
I'm going to switch dice, because that one's doing too well. So that's going to be 7 piercing damage to you, and I need another con save.
All right. Ooh, it's a 5 on the con save.
You are now poisoned.
Ooh.
And your hit point max decreases by 1.
All right.
With that, the other swarm, they've been hurt quite a bit. They will go after you, Rook. That is going to be a 15 to hit.
In on the nose.
All right. They only hit you for 1 damage, though, as you've cut up quite a few of them. You and Kavina.
You said how much?
Just 1 point of piercing damage. I do need you to make a con save, though.
Con save. 15.
15, you're fine. That brings us to Kavina and Rook.
I'm going to cast Searing Smite as my bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a whack at it with my... I got a natural 20.
All right.
Forward. How would you like to do 20?
Just double it.
18 damage.
18. Okay, you just obliterate these rats. Your axe comes down, sort of flames jut out of it for a moment as you searing smite. As you do, the rats scurry as flames burst onto their fur, and as they start to run, you see the flames kind of scorch them, and they start to squiggle and die. That brings us to Cal.
Does it appear that the flaming rats are catching other things on fire down here?
No, they're smoldering real fast. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'm not that evil.
You never know.
Though if I was, they would scurry into this large quantity of high flammable liquor that's in these barrels over here and probably kill everybody. But don't worry.
Complained about damaging the goods, and I wanted to make sure. So in that case, Cal is going to Cal's going to try that acid splash again, and try and get another one of the rats over here.
Yeah.
Unless, because based on the map, it doesn't look like I can see any of the other groups that are attacking folks. So another deck save.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh, okay.
And it does fail the deck save, so you burn one of them up as it bursts into acid.
I got a 19 on that perception check, and 4 damage on that acid.
Yeah, they only have 1 health, so I didn't even have to do the damage for that one. But as you burn that one, it starts to squirm and die. you hear scurrying, and it sounds like it's coming from this corner over here. Like there's like a ruckus happening behind, like in the shelves and in the crates over there.
I believe they are in the walls. We should be prepared.
That brings us to Kellic.
All right. He's taking a bit of a beating, so he's going to use his cunning action to disengage and dip behind his paladin friend. And he's going
Okay.
to throw 2 daggers, or 1 dagger, because he used his bonus already, at the rats as he runs away.
Okay,
It is 14 to hit.
that hits.
All right. That is a d6. Wow, 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, got it. All right. About half of these things are dead. That brings us to Dam. Your turn.
So we're gonna cast Word of Radiance again.
Okay.
So roll the 15 against a con 12 for attack, so should hit.
They rolled a natural 1.
Okay. So let me roll damage, which is 1d6. So 4. And so yeah, 4 damage.
Okay. You ward of radiance. 3 of the mice just burst into radiant light, and they disintegrate. The rest come right at you. That is a 16 to hit.
AC is 18, so it doesn't hit.
They're scurrying on the metal. You're like kind of like pushing them off you. Kavina and Rook.
Can you zoom out a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
So there's one swarm left, but it looks like it's kind of...
They look like they might be dealt with. Cal just said that there's some in this back corner, in the walls.
Oh. Rook will head in that direction.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Investigate?
Well, first he since he hasn't been over here, he's doing just a quick look. But if he doesn't see a swarm yet, he will investigate.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
16.
16. You start scurrying, and as you're like moving through stuff, you catch a backdraft hit you from this wall. And as you start to feel where it's from, suddenly 2 swarms of rats start to scurry out of all of these boxes. You realize that they have eaten through all of the stuff back here and are just swarming in your direction now. So yeah, they're about to beeline on you. If you have a bonus action or if you have any movement left, I think you only moved 1, 2, 3. You've only moved 25 feet.
Yeah, so that would be the move action. So then I can get one swing?
Sure. Yeah, I'll allow it.
18 hit?
18 does hit.
8 points of damage with my hand
8
axe.
points of damage. Okay, that is going to be... yep, got it. That brings us... Rook, what would you like to do? I'm sorry, not Rook. Kavina.
I'm going to... I don't think I can make it really anywhere.
You could probably get within melee of one of these swarms if you want to go help Rook.
Yes, I do.
Okay. What moment? Yeah, you're able to get like next to him. You see them emerging out of these crates.
Okay. So I'm going to attack with my hand axe here. For a 17.
17, that hits.
For 5 damage.
Okay. So half the swarm is obliterated. With that, that brings us to Cal. You see your friends have found another big nest of these things.
So Cal is going to cast Dust Devil, and it's going to drop it in the square behind Rook, which unfortunately will force Rook to make a strength save.
Okay.
But all of the rats also need to take a strength save, or are there any swarm of rats within 5 feet of that saving point? Take a D8 bludgeoning and are pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, one moment.
Save for half and don't get pushed.
Got it. All right. One of them failed the save. One of them succeeded. Okay. So what's the damage?
I can figure out how to use this system. That is a 7 for damage.
7. Okay. So one of them, and the other one takes half, so that would be 4.
Yes.
Optimal. I
like to
think
try
you got a
and-
lot of background noise coming, like a fan or something.
Hmm.
Oh, it just went away.
You got it.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And then I'm going to see if I can't fling them further away.
One group does like get flung away. The one that made their save does not. And then Rook, did you make the save?
Strength DC 13.
Okay. Wait, what?
Strength 13.
Strength save.
Yeah, it's for the Dust Devil that he spawned.
Oh, 10.
Okay, so you take 7 damage. You're pushed back. You actually hit this shelf, slamming into it, and actually take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
That was not intentional.
Kellic, your turn.
All right. From his new kind of ranged position, he's going to take his bonus action to steady aim, give himself advantage to counteract the poison. He's going to take a dagger shot at the rats that are still around his friend.
Okay.
Let me see. It's a normal roll. That's an 8 to hit.
8 unfortunately misses. Damn, your turn.
Let's do Word of Radiance again. So
Go for it.
let me roll here. Roll the 16.
16, and what's the save they have to make?
Con 12.
Con, they do fail by just 1.
Okay, so let me roll damage then. Where's my d6? 1 point of damage.
Okay. Another rat burst into radiant light. And that brings us to the rats. The ones that are attacking you will keep going for it. Unfortunately, they can't get through your armor. Rook, the group next to you that's mostly dead, they swing at you. That's for a 16.
16 hits.
That's going to be 4 points of piercing damage, and I need another con save.
All the saves.
Yeah.
And another 10.
You are poisoned, actually. You're poisoned, and you lose 4 points of max hit points. So it doesn't come from your current hit point total, but your max hit points are decreased by 4. Meanwhile, the rats over here, they scurry into some sort of opening that's in this wall, and they actually retreat away. And that brings us to Kavina and Rook.
You said -4 to HP or -4 to con?
-4 to your HP max total.
Okay.
How big is the hole?
It's actually like more like a seam.
Okay.
It looks like there's a door hidden behind this.
Oh.
If I can open the door, I'll try.
Okay.
I mean, is there
So
stuff in front of it, or
you back up. There's this dust devil here. I believe when they start their turn in the dust devil, something happens, right?
Yes. Hold on. No. As a bonus action, I can move it, but if they start their turn in it, that's fine.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to open up this door. Give me just one moment. You do open up this door, shoving through the stuff. Stuff knocks over. You clear out this shelf, and yeah, you see an opening in this room over here. It looks like some kind of den of some kind.
There's another room back here.
follow you in?
Would you like to disengage from the rats that are next to you as your action, or?
No, I actually didn't see. The stupid sun is in my way.
Oh,
Yeah. I will. I used an action to open the door, so I won't disengage.
No. Open the door. You just kind of like shove through it. That's fine. I'm not going to count that against you. That'll be. Let's call
Okay.
that a bonus action.
So then I can swing the hand axe.
Go for it.
21 to hit.
That hits.
5 points of damage.
You kill the rest of this swarm, just clearing through them left to right. Blood and guts splatter. And as it does, you see actually in the blood, there are little sort of mites and insects crawling off of these rats.
Oh.
That's
And
nasty.
you start to feel that bite you had, and it sort of stings a lot more than a regular bite wound would.
oh.
I don't like that.
At least he's
What about
consuming.
you, Kavina?
I'm just gonna go ahead and make my way into this room.
Okay. You see, this looks like some sort of back room smuggling den where contraband has been being kept.
Okay.
You can see a cage where there's locked treasure hidden away, and what looks like a sleeping quarters for what you think might be some sort of criminal enterprise. You can see that there's a rapier there. You've seen things like this before. You've heard of things like this.
Interesting. Do I see the swarm in the corner?
Yep, they are scurrying into a sort of vent.
I feel like killing them's not gonna do much. I'll just make my way in a little bit farther. Just kind of wait and see if more come out or if they're just all going back in.
Okay. With that brings us to Kellic.
So, kind of with where he's stuck at, he's going kind of retreat another half step back, steady aim, and try to hit rats off.
Go for it.
it. 11 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. And since they're next to his buddy, I guess he's 7 damage.
All right, you obliterate the rest of the swarm with a well-placed dagger. You kind of swing it, and as the rats are trying to crawl up his leg, this sort of phantom dagger swings in, and just they all go limp, fall on the ground with their legs up, and they're dead.
Haha, count that. It saved your life.
That brings us to Dan. Your turn.
So a quick question: is Kellic still poisoned?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure that you would know that he's poisoned.
Okay. Then I'm going to move back towards where Kellic is and everything, and just like pull back from that corner because there's nothing to do there.
All right. I will assume you guys kill some of these individual rats that are scurrying around. They're not much of a threat themselves. You guys pick some of them off. With that, you guys exit combat as Kavina, you watch those rats scurry into that vent and leave. There's just a few other rats you guys clean up pretty quickly, and you guys are out of combat.
Oh boy, those rats packed a punch.
Rook starts
Cal will let
picking
his-
some of them up to see if there's any of them that don't have any bugs in them.
Go ahead and give me a investigation check.
I'd like to assist him in that.
Sure.
And I will also let my Dust Devil dissipate.
Okay.
Use that advantage and roll again, buddy.
Fail.
Advantage. A whole 7.
Okay. As you start digging through rats, make a con save for me.
Cool. Natural 20.
Okay. You are actually. Give me 1 sec. I think you might actually have disadvantage because you were poisoned before. Remember?
I am poisoned, yes, but I don't know what all the
Give me
poison
1 second.
do.
Also, my assist gave him
check it.
standard advantage, or standard
Mhm.
rolls.
Let me just check something real quick.
Weird.
While they're searching rats, Kellic's just on the ground, deep breathing. Took some hits.
Poisoned. Yeah, it would just be an ability check, so you're fine. You don't succumb to any more poisoning, but yeah, as you look through the rats, from what you can tell, there's a lot of insects on these things. There's a lot of mites and ticks and fleas on them.
None of these are good. They're huge. They're not good.
What do you mean they're not?
Oh my.
Look how big this thing is. You could eat this for a week.
Don't eat it.
Well, yes, they all appear to be full of bugs. What are you talking about, the bugs?
You say bugs?
And
Holds
Cal,
up one of the sliced ones towards the others. Bugs.
Oh,
He's
that's
holding
not
it. Bugs are scurrying all over his hand. Make another con save for me.
10.
You do take additional poison. 1 moment. Your max hit points are reduced by 4 as you feel something bite you.
And they're not fun bugs either.
can
Just
I
swatting them off.
cast prestidigitation to sort of clear the bugs off?
Yeah, you do. You start clearing them away. The prestidigitation magic just kind of bursting them and then dissolving their muck away into a harmless demiplane.
We now have clean dead rats.
If they have bugs and one of those bit me, should I be worried? I'm not feeling the best, but I thought that was just from a wound. Now I'm worried I might have.
I'm not feeling the best with them.
Can we Can Cal look over his compatriots to see if they have bugs crawling around them as well?
Make a medicine check. Or medicine or perception, your choice.
Okay. Well, I got a 14 on that medicine check, so.
Okay. You start inspecting them. The bite doesn't look nice. It does look like there's some sort of like this could easily get infected. And yeah, you do find some bugs on them.
This is not my standard style of research, but we should get this looked at.
That's it. I'm gonna die. My mom always told me I was gonna get killed by bugs, and this is.
Does anybody look particularly hurt? You need some healing?
Where's Kavina is? You know, now that I've looked over the guys, I want to go down and check to see where Kavina is and see if she's got a bug problem too.
Kavina doesn't look like she has a bug problem, but you do see this room. You're sort of taken aback by it, that it was kind of hidden back here.
What is this you have found? This is different.
Type of shady business going on here. The rats were coming from the sewer over in the corner. Like, great.
It's very shady down here in the basement.
Cal wants to go and inspect the rat grate.
Okay. Yeah, you lift it up. You see it's a... You think that this might be whatever shady business is going on here. You think people probably come and go from this sewer.
Is that a hallway in the back?
That is, yes.
I'm gonna mosey my way back there.
You mosey way you're back there. You see that there is a ladder leading up to a hatch. From where you see it, you think that probably leads back into the tavern somewhere.
Interesting. Okay.
I think
Dam's
as one of
gonna-
the professors has said, this is my problem.
Dam's gonna go into that area that the two are in and gonna investigate all the goods and everything. See if they can find an origin.
Sure. Give me a. You can either choose investigation or survival.
Let's do investigation. So let me do these. 1 sec. 4. A 9.
Looking through, this all looks like monetary goods. You don't see anything the rats would be interested in. You do see where they're checking out the sewer, and you can see there are rat droppings around the sewer.
Kellic would probably come in a little bit after, and just kind of to the party to say, "Does anyone have any of those fancy healing marks? I probably just we touch before we go into this, wherever it is you guys are all going.
I can cure you.
That would be much appreciated."
I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
You get 6 hit points back.
Thank you.
Is gonna try and lift up the grate.
Okay. Well, the grate's already been opened by Cal, and you can see down below is a ladder leading into the sewers.
Can I see the bottom of the ladder?
Yep. It's about like 10 feet down.
Oh, okay.
And are the torches in this room lit, by the way?
They are.
Okay. That is not safe. Someone has been here recently.
You know, I think we should probably not go down there. We should probably go talk to the tavern keeper and like kind of grill him about this room because this looks like it's not meant to be found.
We can also
Can't
tell him this is
solve
where
this
the
rat issue if they're literally coming from the floor.
True,
Sure.
but I mean,
They're probably climbing the ladder.
I mean, this could just be fixed if instead of a grate, he got like a normal trap door. But
I mean, if he wants to do shady business, I guess that's on him. But
maybe he'll pay us more to go down and clear out the rats.
yeah, sewage equals more money in my opinion.
Hazard pay.
I've kind of got a duty to kind of see what the nature of this is back on my realm. I'm a somewhat of a enforcer in the land.
If you want to go talk to the bartender, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna head back upstairs, go grill this bartender a little bit.
Hold while you're talking.
All right, you done in the sewer or what?
Oh, we found some stuff. You're
What do you mean you found some stuff? You been rummaging through my stuff?
not rummaging through your stuff, but we found a hidden room where there's
we lost somebody. One sec. Nope. One sec. The overlay's a little bit messed up. One moment. One second. Why?
There are
That's
two of
weird.
you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, one sec. Let me just adjust. Actually, I guess, did we lose anybody? Yes, we lost one person. One sec. Let me. Oh, how do I rearrange this now? Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'll just wait.
I have returned.
Okay.
We're back.
Very good. Yeah, so he's like, you've been through my stuff. What?
I haven't been rummaging through your stuff. We found a hidden room that has a hatch that goes into sewers. You care to
smashes a bottle and why don't you shut your mouth? I told you not to be rummaging through there too much. You were supposed to take care of rats.
The rats are climbing the ladder.
Can I try to intimidate him?
Sure, you can try to intimidate him.
Okay. Crap, can't do it. Roll the 6.
What are you trying to do to intimidate him?
Try to get him to like stop being stupid and tell
Well,
me what's really going on.
What are you saying? He's holding a bottle up to you. What do you say? Obviously, you weren't intimidating, but you tried. So what was it?
Care to tell me what's really going on down there?
What's really going down there is somebody poked their nose into business that had nothing to do with them. You were supposed to clear out some fucking rats.
That's what we're doing, but we can't finish it unless we exactly know what's going on down there.
You don't need to know what's going on. What's going on is there's rats, and they're breeding too goddamn much, and they're getting in the way of my business.
Filled with bugs.
Yeah, they're disgusting. They're rats. That's why I want them dead. And, you know, that's not the only rat that I specialize in getting killed.
There are other kinds of rats.
I'm not afraid of you, dude.
I think he means us.
Maybe you should be. And he pulls up his sleeve, and you see a tattoo of a snake with wings on it.
With my criminal dealings, would I know what that is?
If you have criminal dealings, you would know that that is the symbol of the Zentarum, also known as the Black Network.
Okay, this guy's got connections. Be careful.
That doesn't look like a rat to me. That looks like a snake.
Yeah, we're real good at eating rats.
Me too. I would have eaten these, but they're full of bugs.
Oh, shut up! Point is, I hired you for a job. If you want to get paid, you deal with the rats, and you shut your mouth if you know what's good for you. You didn't see anything down there. You understand me?
Whatever
Well-
you say, dude. Whatever you say.
Then,
So
to
we
be
did-
fair, we didn't see anything. Job's technically done. Didn't. The
Don't
source of
get
the
smart with me.
I'm just following your rules.
Are the rats dealt with or not? Are we gonna have a problem again?
Probably if we
I
can't
tell
talk
you,
about
I already paid you 3 times to deal with this. I won't be paying you a 4th. You'll be paying me.
Gotta close that grate, or you're gonna have issues continuously.
I can't
That's
close the
on
grate.
you. Well,
Well,
then we
You gotta
can't
keep on
open it.
having a rat problem if you don't close it.
They're coming from the grate.
Yes.
Yes.
underneath it.
Well, follow them. Where are they at? Get rid of them.
Well, we were contracted to clear your tavern. Did. So that's the sewers, so we'd have to negotiate a contract. Or at least get an increase in pay. Currently, to forego all paperwork, we could go into the sewer.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
He's making smart talk.
I have disadvantage from being poisoned. Helped at 13.
Extra 100 gold if you go into the sewers and you take care of them.
You guys say.
Down.
Cal
Sounds like fun.
doesn't seem to have any concerns with that. Yeah.
Seems
And
fair.
200 gold if you find out where the rats are coming from and wipe them out.
Deal. And he'll stick his hand out.
Shakes your hand. And like I said, anything else you see down there, you keep between you and me. In fact, you don't even keep it between us. You just didn't even see it. You understand?
Consider me blind, friend.
Good.
Dab's just gonna be quiet here. He's ain't gonna say anything more.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
Back down into the
Back
sewers
down
it
into
is.
the-
Yeah.
All right.
As we make our way back down, Rook's gonna kind of elbow someone, and does that mean I have to close my eyes from now on?
No, you're good. You're good, buddy.
Okay.
You guys descend into the sewers. Do you all want to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Wouldn't be bad. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and mark off a short rest. You guys sort of get rid of the dead rats in the cellar, put them in a pile outside and burn them, take a breather, and prepare yourselves to head into the rank, smelly sewer. And as we are about to do that, give me one moment.
Will the short rest fix the maximum HP? Or do I have to have a medicine
It
check
does
on
not, no.
Okay.
That will be fixed by either magical healing or a short rest.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, or a long rest, I meant.
Long rest.
Did my cure wounds do anything or no?
No, that when I say magical healing, I mean like lesser restoration, greater restoration.
I can use lay on hands on him to try to get rid of the poison.
If you want to do that, you can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Kellic would definitely bring up the fact that after rest, he still doesn't feel right. So yeah.
Yeah. How much lay on hands do you do?
I don't know. Let's do 3.
Okay. You heal for 3, and
Well,
yes,
lay-
your
lay on
maximum
him,
hit
yeah.
points.
Lay on hands on him. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You heal for 3, and then your poison status, as well as the maximum hit point loss, is removed.
okay.
So who did you do that on?
On what's his name? The one that had the poison.
I think
There
a
are two
couple of
people
us had
poisoned.
poison.
Rook and Kellic currently.
So do 2 on Kellic and then one on Rook.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kellic, it's 5 5 HP per to cure disease. So I think they he with that would be 10, right? Plus the disease.
What do you mean?
Or so
I think
when
you'd
it
only
says-
need the 1/5 to cure disease.
Okay. Because Lay on Hands says you have a pool of healing power that can store 15 HP per long rest. Oh, it's 1 point per. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I believe it's
Yeah.
I
1
misread.
then 5 to cure poison.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to cure the poison, you would have to dump 5 in.
Okay, then let's just dump 5 then into Kellic then. So I'm at 10 total then.
Much
Okay,
appreciated.
so then Rook doesn't get healed?
Yeah, Rook doesn't get. Sorry.
I
I
only
misread
need
it. I thought
the
it was.
I only need the 1. After the 1, cured of poison, healed up. Second one, do anything.
Well, no, because the poison effect to remove that, you said is 5.
Oh, okay, I misheard.
It's the mechanic of Lay on Hands. Lay on Hands
Yeah.
gives you a pool of hit points,
Yes.
and you have to spend 5 of them to remove a poison.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying that. It's actually very rare that I use that feature of Lay on Hands, or any of my players have.
Much appreciated.
All right, give me just 1 second.
And how much HP is Rook down on?
Max health is down of 8.
But I believe he's also poisoned.
Yeah, how many points do you have left in your Lay on Hands pool?
10.
Oh, so you should be able to get a poison clear on Rook as well.
Yeah, then let me do that. Then let's use 5 for that for him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You guys then descend into the sewers. One moment.
And while we're taking our short rest, Cal's gonna use prestidigitation to create to boil a pot of tea.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you boil some tea, drink it, and enjoy the aroma, hoping that this will mask maybe the scent of the sewers you're going to be going into for a little bit. Sort of savoring it. Okay. Do we want to take a short break before we continue? Does anyone need to use the bathroom or anything like that?
I'm good.
Just checking.
Pretty set. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good otherwise.
Okay. Then we continue on. You guys are in the sewers. It's dank. There's water running along the ground. You do see there are rat droppings in the sewer.
I know we told that man we wouldn't see anything, but keep your eyes open. We could probably turn him in for a reward after all this is done. I didn't want to mention it upstairs in case he had people listening.
What's the significance of that tattoo? Like, what can somebody explain that to me?
Oh, this might actually be Cal's thing. Well, Cal's a researcher, so he's got a pretty good history score. That's the only reason I say that.
Sure. Roll a history check.
See, yeah, Kelly probably knows the name and like a bit of reputation, but nothing else.
Did roll 20 just give me a cocked die? What the hell? No, that was a nat 20. Okay.
Authentic experience.
That would be a 24 on that history check with a nat 20.
You know, you can tell that if you know anything as the player about the Zentarum, you just consider that you know it. If you need more, I'm happy to give you more.
Yeah, I need more.
So,
Black Network.
How to explain this? The Black Network is a criminal organization that has been around for multiple centuries, I think now, and they are responsible for pretty much all of the crime on the Sword Coast, and have been forever. They are everywhere. But luckily, they are not the only game in town. Wait, no, that's not a good thing either. Anyway, that little snake with the wing thing, that is their symbol.
So that means they're playing games?
Very deadly game. No winner.
Well, if I was on my realm, he'd be in cuffs, and I'd be slamming him against a wall to get more info at him. But this ain't my land, so I can't actually do anything.
Well,
No
you
sense in
may be
drinking.
worried. The leader is a lich.
Interesting. Okay.
Like I
That's
said,
one of the reasons
powerful
why
con.
they've been doing this for centuries. Not just because they are elves.
Elves, you say?
Well, a few. The Black Network is an equal opportunity hire organization.
Depends on the century. There were some centuries where they were very pro-human, sort of even racist to a point. But in the current century, no, they are equal opportunity. You're right. I just like that little factoid about their past. The ye old Manchun days.
Yes.
Let me just pull something up real quick. Okay.
Manchun got a bit more liberal once he died the third time.
Yeah, right. That'll do it to you. And many conservatives get more liberal after they die. I'm sorry, this is just a joke. One second, I'm just pulling this up. Okay, so you guys are in the sewers. Where would you like to go? Anything else you guys want to talk about as you move forward?
I figure I can be regaling them the tales of the Zentarum as we wander down the halls.
Okay.
So are we going forward or are we going left?
Any markings or indication on where they would be going more frequently?
Make a survival check.
And yeah, I actually would want to look to see if there are any markings of the Zentarum themselves down here, such as like guide marks or stuff like that.
With your fantastic history check, you do see that there's markings just below the entrance that you guys are coming into.
Could I use my Thieves' Can ability to kind of decipher what it mean for us?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You actually see it marks that this place is a safe house. It also denotes that this place has wet work for hire.
I got a nat 1, so.
Ooh.
Yeah. You're not sure. In fact, you think it's a pretty good idea that you guys split up. You'll cover more ground that way.
I feel like that's a danger. And I'm in for it if everyone. They usually die in sewer. Split up. But hey, I'm game.
I've always been a fan of the left wall follow. We should go left.
That's car.
I mean, sounds like a plan to me.
Which way am I
I'll follow
going?
you guys.
All right.
Up to you guys.
Looks like they're going left.
Yep.
Left.
All right.
So Dam's gonna unsheath his sword, the Moon Touch short sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's already lit. That's where all the light's coming from for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it be smart for me to crouch ahead and like scout my stealth, or is that not really gonna matter in the environment?
You could try. Yeah. It's up to you guys if that's what you want to do.
He's
Cal's
willing if you guys
definitely not
want him.
interested in being in front, I'll say that much.
Yeah, if you want to scout ahead, you can.
Yeah, he'll hang like feet ahead, not super.
You scout ahead and find that this is a dead end.
Oh, there's nothing here, guys. It's just.
You guys sort of double back.
Oh, yep.
I guess the left didn't work.
Is there enough room in these tunnels for me to swing my greatsword?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet wide.
Okay.
Okay, with that said, Kel, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you advance forward.
I was unaware that Daggerford had such fantastic infrastructure. This is enormous.
Yeah. I'm aware of that lore-wise. I'm just gonna. We're just suspending our disbelief here. But yes, I agree.
He got a 12.
All right, you sneak ahead. Give me 1 second. You do find a group of rats, sort of scurrying around the corpse of some type of sewer animal that they're digesting through and ripping apart.
So we've been
Um,
working together for a little bit. Would it be too much to say that he's like developed a whistle that he can like send down the hallway to let them know like enemies ahead?
Yeah, I would even say because you're a what's the class of rogue you are?
Soul Knight.
Soul Knife.
Oh, I can do it
I would
telepathically.
Yeah, I would say telepathically, you're able to sort of just give them a gesture that you're up ahead. Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna use his telepathy and our paladin. Let him know, hey, there's a fight down here.
Alright, well, let's get going. There's something. Let's go head forward then.
As they move forward, the rats, seeing the light, start to scurry back, scurrying away as quick as they can. You guys sort of creep behind them, looking to where they came from. And as you explore, you find in this pool there's a person in the water, floating. That animal you thought you saw them kind of gnawing at, you see it's a person, face down in the water, bloated.
Cool. Dead in the sewer. Bad way to go. Anybody gonna
This
search the
will not
body?
Smell well.
Yeah, I'll we'll investigate.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
12.
12. You looking through him, yeah, he's quite bloated. You do find on him a tattoo of a snake with wings on one of his arms, as it's distorted, as it's sort of bloated up, and there's gnaw marks all over him from rats.
Do I see like any large wounds? Any?
It looks like, from the looks of it, make a medicine check to determine how he died. I think that's what you're going for, right?
Yeah. A 4.
You're not sure. Maybe someone killed him and then the rats did this. It's hard to tell from what the rats have left of him and what the water's done. It's hard to tell how he may have died.
There's nothing else in this room. It's just the pool.
Just the pool, some pipes. There looks like there's a ladder here that was used at one time. Might have been dropped. It might be just refuge.
Does the ladder?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does the ladder seem like it used to go up, and like, is there something above us, or is it just discarded here in the sewer?
That's a very good question. You actually do see there is a latch above. The ladder, seemingly, it fell down.
In that case,
I want to see what's up there.
yeah.
Okay. You position the ladder, and as you get closer, you see the hatch is. You start to push on it, and as you lift up, you hear they're scurrying. And actually, rats start to swarm down at you. As they do, they will go ahead and attack you. One moment. This is the second time this has happened to you. They roll an 11 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. Okay. They do 4 points of piercing damage, and I need another con save.
That is an 18.
18. You're fine, but you do take the bite. You sort of stumble down, dropping the ladder again. As you fall, give me a dex save.
That is an 11.
11. You fall into the pool, and you actually hit the body. Blood splats out from it as you realize this guy, you think he might have fallen from this ladder when something similar happened to him. He may have even died from the fall, or the rats just swarmed him when he hit the ground, as these rats are now trying to do. You are knocked prone, and the rats are scurrying in. If we go with our original initiative, Kellic, what would you like to do?
Seeing the rats coming in, headed obviously, assuming towards him, Kellic would like to try and and fish him out if possible, trying to drag him at least above the water.
Okay, yeah. You grab your friend and pull him back out of the water as the rats are scurrying down out of this hatch.
All right, back on land. Here we go. We got to get ready.
Dan, your turn.
So quick question. So that word of radiance and everything, because it says that it's like each creature of your choice. Would that mean I could turn all of them, or is it only one?
Good question. 1 second. Ba, 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 ba. 1 second. It's loading. Loading. Yeah, each creature of your choice.
All right, so let's use word of radiance on all the rats we see.
Okay. Well, it's just the one swarm, but yes.
Okay.
You know what? I'll go ahead and let it affect them twice.
Let me roll.
They fail twice.
Right, yeah, 14 is what I did. So, let
14
me
damage?
no, and let me do the damage. That was the
Oh, okay.
chance for it to hit. So, hold on. What? Stupid roller. 4 damage.
4 damage. All right, so
Sure.
they take that twice, so 8 damage total. That brings us to the rats. The rats will scurry straight towards Cal. Yeah, unfortunately, as you're dragging Cal back, the rats just go straight for him, gnawing on his legs. That is unfortunately, well, fortunately for you guys, that's just a 7 to hit, so that misses. You're kind of kicking them back, water splashing as he's pulling you back, and that brings us to Kavina and Rook.
Hold up, I've got this. Don't worry.
I'm just gonna run up, and as I'm taking a swing with my hand axe, my swarm of sprites are going to come out and also attack.
Okay, go for it.
So that's a 22 to hit
All right.
with with 8 damage total.
Okay. Half the rats are dead, and are your swarm of pixies attacking as well? Or sprites?
I did that. I included that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Got it. Rook, how about you?
Rook will move over to where he can and swing the greatsword.
Go for it.
I'm assuming 22 hits,
Yes.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. You just start stabbing down. You are able to just cut down the rest of the rats, stabbing and kicking into the water. They are gone.
As is the fellow who I landed on.
He's just still floating in the water, more disturbed than he was before, but still dead. But Cal, you're okay. You made it out.
Prestidigitation to dry myself off.
From
That's
what
a
you
neat
saw
trick.
of that hatch before you went down, it's locked, but you could briefly see there's a lot of space up there, and from where you guys have made it into the sewers, you think... Give me a survival check, actually.
Uh, 10.
6.
You believe this to be a different location. This isn't part of the tavern, whatever this is connected to up there. But from what you saw in that brief moment as you opened the hatch, you only had it open for like a second, and a whole swarm scurried in. Whatever's on the other side of that hatch, if you open it, you're kind of worried about how many there might be.
For the purposes of the spell description, is flaming sphere. Can I see through the grate to be able to create the sphere in the room without having gone into it? To basically clear a path in the above the grate?
Possibly. Your issue would be someone else would need to open it, and they would probably get hit with a swarm. And then once you create it, you wouldn't really be able to move it once the hatch closes, because you can't see it. And you're also not sure what's up there. And you know it might be bad to create a flaming sphere in someone else's home and then leave it there.
No, the issue. So it isn't a grate. It's a trapdoor.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's like a cellar door or trap door, but it has a lock on it.
See, if they had one of these in the tavern, he would not have his rat problem. All he needs to do is straight out for a real, proper trapdoor, and he'd be perfectly fine.
That's what I was saying.
I don't think he's that smart.
You see this trap door rattle, and another rat just scurries down, gets into the sewer.
Oh, well, there goes that idea. I guess they can just get through. That's why I hate rats.
My swarm will just attack that rat just for fun.
The murderous pixies, they have returned.
Should I just go up there?
I mean, I have to guess these are probably more bug-infested rats, so you probably can't eat.
I figured.
Are you telling us you're hungry?
I'm always
Brooke,
hungry.
give yourself inspiration, because I love your commitment to this character. It's wonderful.
I don't know what that does, but I will take it.
Whenever you want to use it, you can use it to have advantage on any roll.
Cool. Yeah.
You guys like
But Rook looks up and I can go in there and just start swinging.
I
If
mean,
we do it quickly, we can prop the door open, you can go through, clear a space, and then we can come through.
Sounds good. Did the ladder stay up, or did that fall down
when
again?
he got swarmed by the rats?
Well,
Kelly
wait,
offered to hold the ladder.
You know, hold on. This is a terrible idea. I am amazed I'm even saying it. But if you open the hatch and let me through, I can clear a space for everyone to be able to get through. I do not like this idea, but I think I can make it work. I learned a few things, you see.
That sounds fun. Rook will start to pick you up.
Hey, Rook can break the
wait.
lock. pretty
I can just
easily.
get the ladder. Hold on, you don't have to lift him.
I'm small.
I'm also
Small
Okay.
person holding a small person.
Okay. So Kellic, you hold the ladder. Rook and Cal, you start climbing up. Rook, you kind of fly up, I'm guessing.
That's what I was gonna do, but if he's gonna climb up, I don't want to
You
like.
fly up so that way
not
two of you can be up by this hatch at the same time.
I just
Okay.
need someone to open the hatch for me, and then I'll hop through and then cast Thunderwave.
Hold the ladder.
Okay.
Nobody falls.
As a reminder, there is a
I've got it.
latch on the hatch on the other side that has a lock that's keeping it closed.
Yeah, but I'm
So
small.
like when you opened it, it was
Hey,
sort of
but
like when you open like those certain doors, and it's like the lock then opens it only about like an inch or two.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was like 3 or 4 inches because these are big honking rats.
Yeah, I would say it was about 3 or 4 inches. That's fair.
See, Kellic would bring up the
Can I
fact that we
just
have a.
break it?
I'm the size of a small dog. I'm sure I can fit through.
Would this
I'm
latch be able to
medium
stand up
strength
to our barbarian strength?
You could try.
So is that just a? Would that be athletics?
Yeah, give me athletics if you want to just sheer force, like force this thing open.
Well, if it's
23.
athletics, I might.
Before you do this, I want to ask everybody:
Oh,
are you sure this is the course of action you want to take?
Kellic
Cam's
would
got
bring
some
up.
concern.
where the rats are.
Yeah, but that's not in the sewer, though.
but we saw one go through, so they could be coming from here to go to the next one.
You
I
just said
do
follow
feel
the
like-
rat, so following the rat.
Cal, as you get closer, you can hear them up there.
I do want to point out that we were paid for the sewers and that guy's house. So if we go up here, we're kind of working for free.
He did ask you to find the source of the rats and clear them out for an extra 100.
I'm game wherever you guys want to go. I'm down to just stab some stuff. So
Maybe we should, like, keep searching the sewer, and then if we don't find anything, then we come back?
it's a good move.
That may also work. Yeah, I can see the logic in this.
I mean, because, like, if we go up there, it's like we don't know what kind of a Pandora's box we're getting into. We don't know if this is the person's home, if this is like a fortified like a store or what. We don't know what's beyond that. At least like in the sewer, we know, hey, it's a sewer, and it's a little bit more of a controlled environment as opposed to going into something we don't know what the hell's going on.
I have an
Alfred
idea.
obviously wanted to come in, and he'll point to the dead body.
This latch we know pushes up.
Yes.
But does it have like a handle on this side or a piece of rope sticking out?
It does not. The hatch is meant to be lifted, so if someone needs to deal with any of the sewage issues. I would actually say go ahead and make a investigation check for me.
Everybody, or just
No, he's just looking into like this situation.
It's 16 plus 2 for an 18.
You are actually looking and you think that, yeah, this hatch is likely for if there's maintenance needed. And as you look, you see all those pipes behind you. You realize that this must be quite the home above you, as they have quite a lot of sewage services leading down. The sewage, most people just have like singular plumbing service to get rid of waste. This place has must have like 4 or 5 bathrooms.
I'm just flexing my rogue experience here, but I think this is a very fancy house. We may get a heat we're bargaining for if we just kind of go in and start doing things. But a caution might do us well here.
Does Cal know about the neighborhood above ground next to the rat guts?
You can make a wisdom check or survival or insight, I would say.
I have insight. I don't have survival. But that's only a 12.
As you hear him describe it, you think that he might be referring to the Morrison estate. And they are pretty wealthy. You think about it, and earlier you kind of wish that you had put it together sooner. You think you guys might be below the Morrison estate.
Wait, this is the Morrison. This may be the Morrison house. Yes, I think I know what you mean. Perhaps we should continue elsewhere. Or perhaps we should check to see if the Morrisons have a rat problem. But ask at the front door, not the back, not the basement.
Hey, make more gold by double dipping, as they'd say. I like your style.
After we deal with it, be like, oh look, we dealt with the rat. You're welcome.
Perhaps also ran into a Zentarum trying to break into your basement.
I'm gonna make a running tally of different houses we pass, and we can go tell them they have a rat problem. Take care of them. Quick payday.
Is the body in the water a Morrison?
No, that is a Zentarum.
He looks like he's only got 2 legs. But okay.
Do we know as characters in this city if there's any sort of like running bounty on members of this guild for like turning into the guards or anything like that?
There's not. I mean, they have gotten in trouble before, but this guild's, they're pretty, from what Cal had described, they're pretty well connected and well insulated. There might even be some guards who would look the other way if they needed them to.
They can buy themselves all the protection they need.
Right on. All right, ready to continue on if everyone else.
Man, let's
So
keep
what would
going
you guys
down the
like to do?
sewers.
All right. You guys go ahead and explore the sewers. I would like each of you to go ahead and give me a check of what sort of services for the crew are you providing as you guys explore. Whether it's investigating, whether it's you're using your skills in communication to talk to people. This is sort of like a general exploration as you wander the sewers.
Be pretty good at surviving in dark spaces.
So do you want to give
Yeah.
us a survival check?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, I think the best that Cal can provide is just investigation, looking around.
Go ahead and do that.
14.
Okay.
Would
How
Kellic
about
be able to use?
Oh, what's up?
Cal got a 17.
Okay, so first, for Kavina, your survival, as you look and you guys wander through the sewers, you find that you do see rat droppings at quite a few houses. And you're able to make sure that the crew doesn't run into any further groups of rats without them being promptly dealt with as you wander the sewers. But there are rat droppings at other homes as you guys wander the sewers. For your investigation, sir, Cal, you find that this is definitely the wealthiest home that you were just below. As you wander through the other ones, they appear to. I'm trying to think of how to put this right. The other homes appear to be equally as vulnerable to this infestation. Anyone else?
Dan's investigation as well.
Okay. And what were you saying, Kellic?
Kellic would like to use his insight to try and kind of like where the rats like maybe headed, any stragglers that they see, like solo guys, like where they're running, try and orient towards a better direction.
Go for it. How about you, Rook?
Rook can use his strength to move boxes and stuff.
Okay, give me an athletics.
He picks things up and puts them down.
Perfect. It's always good to have a route clear.
I rolled an 18 for investigation.
Okay. How about you, Kellic?
I had a natural 20 plus 2 for.
Wow. And what was your athletics?
I got a total of 24.
Oh my god. All right. You guys collectively make short work as you go through. You're able to pry open every grate, every barrier in your way as you you take a tour of the sewers of Daggerford and sort of get to know everything around. With your investigation, you find that there's quite a few homes who have been dealing with issues. And in fact, there are a few homes that actually have illnesses in them. People have gotten very sick. Some of them are still bedridden. In fact, of the people who have gotten sick, none of them have gotten better. And it's been quite a an ordeal for some of these homes. From your insight, what you're able to determine is that the rats seemingly, it's sort of, this seems to be ground zero, was that first house you checked out. You guys spend most of the day exploring the sewers. Night has fallen, and your investigation leads you to the home of the Morrison house.
Looks like we end up back here in the end, huh?
Nope.
Looks like it.
And we spent all day trudging around in the sewers, and now we go to the fanciest house in town. Excellent.
The good news is, with all the work you guys did, you have an extra 300 gold riding on this job, as various homes have now chipped in. And basically, yeah, if you can deal with this, we'd be really grateful. They don't know where they're coming from. They just know, yeah, we have a rat problem. Some of them have deduced that it's from the sewers. But, yeah, everybody does want this solved. So this has quickly escalated into a big payday for you guys if you can get to the bottom of this.
We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
So,
Brooke will have a
what time is
fantastic
it
time
right now?
with
Is like are we late evening, like midnight,
Yeah,
like what time?
It's late evening. It's around 9 o'clock.
All right, would it be? Do you guys think it's like best, like maybe we come back to this in the morning, give ourselves a rest to like to heal up and everything? Because we've been trudging around down in the sewer all day, and I need to regain
Haven't had a
my
bite
damn
yet.
land hands in case stuff goes down.
We probably should smell better before we talk to rich people.
I would agree with taking the night off and returning tomorrow.
Okay.
Face down the rats with a fresh mind.
I
and
definitely think a night's rest.
Okay. You guys take a night's rest. You can all go ahead and mark a long rest. Morning comes. You guys have all cleaned up. Took you some hours overnight cleaning the mud and muck off of your boots and clothing, getting rat guts cleaned off your weapons. It is the next day. How do you guys wish to go about it?
We should head back to the Morrison estate and go knock on the front door, being like, "Hello." Introduce
We should all
ourselves and
probably take
everything.
showers first.
I think we did that already.
Oh, right. I should do that.
Yeah, I'll take a second while he does his. Really help.
Okay. You guys all shower, get yourselves cleaned up. It seems like Krellick, you're sort of trying to make sure you look really presentable. Is that what I'm gathering for this?
Yeah, a little bit more than normal. Need to
Go
shower.
ahead and give me a charisma check.
Oh,
Or you can even make it performance if you have proficiency in that.
he does not. So that's a 12 minus 1 for an 11.
You clean yourself up, you kind of slick your hair back, you know, you look more presentable than you usually do, but not by much.
It's high standards for him. He's feeling good.
Dwarf looking fancy. Ain't that an oxymoron?
You see him grab some ale and like pat it on his neck, you know, like cologne.
Just flicks at himself and get the air
Yeah.
of beer.
Okay. You guys approach the Morrison estate. How would you like to approach? Who wants to do what?
I'm not knocking this time. It didn't go so well last time.
I'll go knock on the front door and introduce ourselves.
Cal is not the talker.
He's Dam's a sentinel back on Everin, so he's used to having to interact with people of higher standing since the sentinels are seen as a law enforcement, so they have to talk to a lot of different people.
Okay, one moment. One moment. Where is... Here we go. You knock on the door, and there is an answer. Morrison Estate, how may I help you?
Hello. We're a group that's been hired to investigate a problem with rats in the area, and we believe it to be coming from your estate. Wondering if perchance we could talk to you about anything you guys have been experiencing and potentially investigate to try to get this resolved for everybody in the area.
I'm sorry, sir. You must have the wrong estate. This is the Morrison Estate. We do not have a serious rat problem. Rather, we have seen a few, but I assure you, the problem has not originated here.
Can I use intimidation to try to knock some sense into this guy?
Sure.
Let's see here. Roll the 15.
How do you knock some sense into him?
Basically, see that he's like kind of being. I think he's being shifty, like not giving the whole story. So it's like, you wanna tell us what's really going on, dude?
I'm sorry. Dude, I am unfamiliar with what you're speaking of. We have seen some rats, though I believe the issue originates back at that rather drab tavern you probably came from, the Gore Gut.
We ventured into the sewer and saw from the entrance to the sewer from your estate is where it seems to be originating.
My sir, you must be mistaken. That seems quite preposterous.
Not too preposterous to, I saw it with my own eyes. It seems to be coming from your entrance to the sewer.
Roll a persuasion check.
1 second.
Or you can do
11?
intimidation if you want.
11?
Okay. So, if you wish to inspect the grounds, you may, but I must ask for you to not levy such complaints in front of the owner of the house.
I can do that. I will. If I have evidence, I'll present it. If not, then I will stay mum.
Very well. You may discreetly search among the grounds. If you need anything, I will be inside. My name is Major Domo Oriel.
Thank you for your assistance, Oriel.
Don't forget to ask for money.
Shut up.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay, you guys are able to explore the grounds. What would you like to do?
I swing around back. It's most likely where they're
Yep.
gonna be.
Looking
Based
around,
on-
go ahead.
I was going to say, just based on our understanding of where the house sits in relationship to how long we spent in the tunnel, and I'm going to have to lean on my dwarven friend as well for a bit of his underground understanding to get a better idea as to where we may have been beneath it. What side or edge of the house would be closest to where that sewer room would have been?
Go ahead and roll with your dwarven friend's help. Roll survival at advantage.
I think you do that by that, and then say go. Well, I rolled 2 3s, so that would be a 4.
Well, takes you some time, but you're trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, where are you looking again? Kavita?
I was just gonna start looking in the back because that's where I would. If there was gonna be sewage, wouldn't be in the front of the house.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I like while she's checking out, we're just counting paces in the middle of the yard.
Yeah,
trying
you're
to...
like counting paces and like, no, but it's east, but we were facing north, and like you're kind of like getting yourselves like turned about, like no, but if the tavern's there, then hold on, and like you're like
This
trying to
tree
like
should be an entry. This shouldn't be
Yeah.
entry.
You need a parchment and a quill to be able to go do some calculations here, dude.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, you start investigating out back. You find the stables, and as you start looking through the stables, you're thinking this might not be the right place, as there has to be plumbing involved. And as you're looking through the back in the stables, you do find that one of the mares in the stable is looking quite ill. It's actually on its side. You can hear its heavy breathing.
Can I take a closer look without touching it and see if I see any bite marks or bugs or anything like that?
Make a medicine check. Or perception, your choice.
I'll do perception. 21?
You do see there seems to be a festering bite on one of its legs.
Okay. I'm gonna like I'll be right back, and then I run back to the group and let them know that there's a horse down. It looks like it might be in
Okay.
pain.
What are the rest of you all doing?
Cal will have actually prestidigitated like a big piece of paper and will be like sketching out the whole thing and trying again and just trying to figure out. No, it was over here. It
Okay.
has to come this way.
Rook's
How about you,
following
Dan
them,
and Rook?
pretending like he understands. Yeah, over there. Yeah.
Dam's just been like investigating, looking for any kind of signs, anything amiss on the ground, anywhere we have access to.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
I like that Cal and Kel are both trying to figure this out with paper and pacing. And meanwhile, Rook is just, okay, that makes sense. Just yesing whatever's happening.
17.
As you look around, you start to think that the source of this has to be deeper within the house. But you do spot there's an open window up on the second floor. Big enough for someone to get into if they should try.
To the group. The horse enough might be evidence to tell the guy that there's something going on that's affecting his stables. That we need to investigate farther.
Is the Major Domo Elven?
He is.
Yeah, is that the Mojidomo on the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
I see.
I know Sylvan.
Funny enough, this was actually one of my players' NPC husband in our Avernus campaign I run. And last night he was killed by Orcus.
Oh,
So-
man.
No.
Yeah.
With the information Dan has, I think Dan would go get the Major Domo to ask some more questions, but use Elvish instead of Common. Maybe
Okay.
assuage some fears of the Major Domo thinking we're a little sketch.
Okay.
This
You
fails, I
knock
can
on
always
the door
go to that
again.
window.
Say that again.
Calico say as he's walking away, say, if this all fails, I could probably make it to that window. Get inside, find a side door. Just a second.
If needed.
Okay.
Or
Damn, you knock on the door again. Yes. How may I help you?
So obviously it's an Elvish, but Oriel, we've uncovered some evidence. It looks like there's something going on within the house. There's a horse that's back in the stables that's looks to be in distress and seeing signs that something's going on inside. Is there anything you want to tell us? Because we're just here to help. We're not trying to make any trouble. We're just trying to resolve this situation.
Roll a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay, so advantage gives +1, right?
Yes. Oh, no,
So-
advantage, you roll twice.
Oh, okay. 20 and 24.
Okay.
Very nice.
There is nothing I wish to divulge, but if you believe truly, as he's speaking in Elvish to you, he does seem to respect that you're doing that. If you do believe the trouble is in some way originating or appears to be originating from this house, I suppose it wouldn't hurt for you to look around. However, I will have to ask that you keep your noise down. The master of the house is very busy in his study, and he is not to be disturbed.
Understood. If I need any more history, I will or any information, I will approach you directly.
Please take your shoes off at the entrance.
Will do. I'll let my companions know as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He lets you into the house. You guys are all asked. Well, you guys were given the request to take your shoes off. Are you guys doing that?
I was
would-
never wearing
Yeah,
shoes in the
that's
first
fine.
place.
I'd highly suggest it. Don't want to piss off piss them off.
Brooke
Kellic will
doesn't
take
have
his off.
shoes on his.
I'll also
Cows.
inform him that he might want to, if he wants to save the horse, he might want to, treat it for poison.
I will get a cleric here right away. Thank you.
All right, let's go kill rats in the basement.
Which
why?
is
Excuse me,
where...
please. Keep your voice down. And
Sorry.
you may look through the lower parts of the house, but please stay away from the study.
Time to kill rats in the basement.
Where is the study?
Yeah,
so we know
well,
how to avoid it.
You want to...
It is in the basement.
Of course.
As I whisper to the group, isn't that where we need to go?
Yes.
Like it.
Can I make an Arcana check? What kind of study would one do in the basement?
Go ahead and, yeah, you can make an Arcana check as you kind of explore the house.
I
The
mean, it would kind
pooping
of be an
time.
insight check otherwise, but it's an 18.
As you explore, you see this house is quite fancy. The study, it appears to be a newer addition. That, from what you can tell, you actually find a portrait of the proprietor, the owner of the house, Thaddeus Morrison. And you look at this portrait of him. Go ahead and, well, as you see it, I'll say this. You look at the portrait and you can see it appears he is in a study. There is a full library, but from what you can gather, the study is beneath the library, sort of secluded away. And you can see from the painting that it looks like he has many fine books and reliquaries in there and things like that. As you're looking at the painting, though, something odd happens. You're staring at it, and the flesh starts to dissolve off his skin in the portrait. And for a moment, you can see bone staring at you as his flesh rots away, glaring at you, and I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, there with him? Or
You're
is he
kind of
wandering away?
exploring, and he's just taking this in by himself right now.
Okay.
That's a 13 on the whiz save.
You stare at this and you can't fathom what you're seeing. It's like this painting itself is alive, and you watch as the candle beside him burns down to nothing, as his skin burns away to nothing, leaving just muscle tendons gripping to bone as they themselves rot away. And for a moment, you just stare at death itself. And you get this sinking feeling like this is the place you're going to die.
This is not Cruvis.
You turn to the
so-
others, and when you look back,
Cal is just rooted on it. Is rooted in this place. It's like,
what do the rest
What
of you
are
do?
Was it only him that saw it?
You walk up to him, Cal, and Cal, as you kind of snap out of it, the painting is back to normal. It's just a painting.
This doesn't happen to be a frightening effect, is it?
You are afraid, but you're
I
not.
would have had advantage on that roll if it was.
It's not quite like that. It's
Okay.
just the sinking feeling
is
you're feeling.
unnerving.
It doesn't have any mechanical effects.
Yeah, okay.
That's a right spooky painting, sure.
Everything's okay?
And he's at a loss for words.
What did you see?
Yeah, what did you see, man?
The face, it melted. There was no skin. There was only muscle and bones, and this candle burned away as well. The candle that is still fully there and untouched. I suppose it would be a premonition. I had a premonition of this is death. Death for all of us. Death for me.
This man or this place?
Yes. Both.
Gotcha.
Dam's gonna use Divine Sense.
And Cal is actually going to whip out a little notebook and make notes.
As you use divine sense, you catch a horrid scent lingering up to your nose from the basement. And actually, you smell it, and you know you can't go down into the study, but as you walk about the house, you see in the kitchen, you catch that whiff again, wafting at you from the kitchen. There's a cupboard in the wall, a little hatch that's in the wall, and you can smell it seeping out of that hatch.
Like a dumbwaiter?
You open it up, and it is a dumbwaiter.
Probably gonna investigate that dumbwaiter more heavily.
Well, the dumbwaiter right now is in the lower position. It's all the way down. You're looking, as you poke your head in, looking down at the bottom of this dumbwaiter. You see below where the dumbwaiter goes all the way to the basement. You see faintly a rat scurrying on the top of the dumbwaiter. And the rat is chewing something. Make a dex saving throw.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Uh, 12.
Something snaps. The counterweight to the dumbwaiter shifts, comes flying the dumbwaiter straight up. And as it does, wham! It hits you in the chin, knocking you back. Your head momentarily caught in the edge of the dumbwaiter. This thing lifting, pinching your neck. You start to choke, struggling against it. You hear him scream and kick against the wall.
Calic's gonna immediately run towards the sound of screaming.
All. I don't know. Can we push it down or up or?
You race over. What would you guys like to do?
Calic's gonna try and
Kellogg's gonna try to what?
say he's gonna try and push the dumbwaiter down. Yells for someone to pull. Or
Okay,
push
give me
it
an athletics
too.
check. And you can give me advantage as Kavira is helping you.
It's 14 plus 7 for 21.
21. And you feel this tension on your neck, damn, as the dumbwaiter is pressing on you. You think in just a moment it's gonna snap your neck, and he forces it down, and you're able to pull yourself out. As he lets go, the dumbwaiter flies up, and you hear a as it hits the top mechanism.
Oh shit.
Are you okay?
Nope.
Whoosh! The dumbwaiter comes
Ah.
flying back down. Hear it crash into the bottom.
I fear we may have disrupted the study.
Yeah.
What is the matter in here? What are you doing?
Taking care of rats.
Oh, rat.
Got serious rat issues, friend. They cut the cable on your dumbwaiter and tried to kill my friend.
You've disturbed. Out! All of you out now! And the major domo starts rushing downstairs. Sire, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! They're leaving now, sire! He starts rushing downstairs.
I'm gonna
We got a
follow him.
choice.
I think we should follow him.
Hello?
How bad did that that ordeal of Courtney? Did it take any HP or any of that kind of stuff?
It came close to insta-killing you.
Oh shit.
If you had went one lower in the roll, you would just be dead. If they had failed to save you, it would have snapped your neck.
Oh shit. So
Oh,
I'm
man.
I'm like 1 hit point then.
You're
Shit.
not. No. It's not like that. It's like a. It wasn't doing damage to you. It was going to just kill you.
Okay.
So you're okay, but you're like shaken up, like if anything had gone wrong, you'd just be dead. There's not like a. The damage would have been much higher if it had actually done the damage.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh. Yikes. So do we want to?
The way I see it, we have a choice. We got to either go downstairs now while we have a chance to make it before he gets to us, follow whatever he's going to do, probably make us. We'll have to come from underneath.
Go.
We can just go down this hole.
Yeah, I mean, we could just go. Once we're down there, he'll have to come down to the rats to get us. Wait,
Yeah.
prepared to fight.
At this point, we ask for forgiveness instead of permission. It almost whatever the hell's going on almost killed me.
Yeah.
Nice, I like this.
You're going through the dumbwaiter, or
Oh,
you?
man, I say we just go down this hole.
Go down the hole and see.
You said it was like 20-ish feet to the basement from what he saw?
Yeah.
So they say Rope takes the lead so
Yeah,
we can... yeah, Rope would be... Well, if we leave a rope, they'll be able to follow us. We may have to jump, catch us.
Is the damaged dumbwaiter, like you said that the rat had cut the line to the counterweight? Is there still a line for the rest of the dumbwaiter?
No,
or
when
did
it
all of
came
that fall
swinging
through with
down, the whole thing fell apart and the line just collapsed.
Okay.
I mean,
How
he
big is
doesn't
it?
even know we're down there, so I'm not really worried about them following.
How big is the channel for the dumbwaiter? Is it fairly large, or talking about is it like a
3 feet maybe?
okay? So we could probably use our arms and our legs to press against the walls and just go slowly down.
Yeah, you can descend this thing fairly easily. It's just a very tight fit. If something
Okay.
were to happen to you while in this thing, you wouldn't have anywhere to go.
Okay. Well then,
Hey,
let's
I'm
go.
not keen on using a shaft.
I was gonna
We
say
know where the door is.
Not the big guy.
All right,
All
well,
right,
I'm going to have
so-
to go in the or else I'm not going because I won't go last.
All right, well, fuck it. Yeah, I almost died, so I might as well go down first. And
I don't mind. I can go first too. I don't.
Okay, so who's going down the shaft? Raise your hand.
damn.
All of you are going down the shaft?
I think one at a time may be our best bet.
Yeah.
Okay, who's going first?
Damn well.
Dam's going first. Next.
I'll go.
All right. Next.
Cal will jump in.
Cal will jump in. Okay.
So
Calyx can make Shaman go in with.
Kellick's gonna go in fourth, and then Rook, you're going in last.
I guess.
In case you get
Okay.
stuck.
You guys.
If I get stuck, you
all
jump on me as hard as you can and knock me
start
out. Don't
climbing
leave me in.
down. Damn, give me an athletics check as you try to go down this thing.
17.
17. You start making your way down. It's not much. It's not very difficult. You start shimmying yourself against the walls. As you do, you start making your way down. Go ahead and give me an athletics check, Kavia.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You're right there behind him. You're keeping a steady pace. Athletics check, Cal.
Let's
17.
go.
17. Yeah, you're having an easy time. Athletics check, Kellick, and then Rook.
Me.
16.
16. You're fine.
14.
You guys are just. This is easy peasy. You just make it down this shaft. Damn, as you get towards the bottom, you get to where this dumbwaiter has sort of like crushed in as the weight slammed on top of it. And as you do, you hear. And suddenly rats start swarming up from the dumbwaiter where it's broken and start swarming up your feet. They go ahead and attack you. That is a 13 to hit.
No. AC is 18.
The second swarm also doesn't hit, but they are scurrying over your entire body. And as they're swarming all over you, they can't get in because of the metal plating and your thick, I forget what it's called, gambeson that's underneath that. They can't chew their way through, but they are covering you. They get up to your neck. And actually, one moment, please. They do actually bite you for 2 piercing damage on your bare feet. I didn't think we were going to go die hard with this. I really didn't.
Can I cast a Word of Radiance?
You can. First, go ahead and give me a con save as they are biting your feet.
Okay. 13.
You're fine. Go ahead and cast Word of Radiance.
Okay. Damage is 1.
1. Okay, yeah, you do 1 damage to both swarms of rats. Actually, I'll say that's gonna go ahead and be 3 damage to both of them because we're ranged. You can target as many as you want. Like, so 3 rats on each swarm just kind of burst. As you do that, Kavia, what would you like to do? You see these rats swarming all over him.
I'm going to release my fairy fire, so the start purple energy just emanates a 20-foot cube. So they'll have to make a dex save of 12.
They fail.
Okay. So everybody gets advantage to hit them, and they cannot be invisible.
Nice.
You all have advantage, however, because again, you are single file in this vertical shaft climbing down. I'm not sure that Kellick or anyone else can reach these guys. Does anyone have any way of attacking them?
I can throw daggers if there's enough gap between people, like to drop them, see if they'll hit.
Yes, yeah, you can drop them. Go ahead and make your attack.
And he gets advantage verifier, right?
Correct.
Would that have been considered an attack?
It would have been an action to cast Fairy Fire, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been your action. I don't think you don't have it as a bonus action, right?
No. I just
Okay.
I was gonna ask you about my swarm, if it was considered an attack or not.
What? Can you tell me what the class is for it? Like, what's the swarm part of? Is it a subclass?
It's my gathered swarm.
Well, what's your class? I'm saying.
Swarmkeeper.
Oh, Stormkeeper. Yeah, 1 second. And go ahead. Did you make the attacks?
It was 18 to.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
All right. He'll get a sneak attack. He's going to be able to make them. That's 11 psychic.
I'll go ahead and say that you casting Fairy Fire. I'll go ahead and normally it would not be an attack, but I'll go ahead and allow it. You can roll a d6 if you want for the damage on the swarm.
What I was wondering is if I could use them to push them. Because one of the other things I can do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll allow you. So you're like pushing them away.
Yeah.
You're keeping them from swarming over Dam's head, as they are trying to. And what was your damage again for that attack with the dagger?
It was 11. 8. 4.
11. Okay, got it. That brings us back to Dam. They are still swarming you. What would you like to do?
Can I take an action?
Sure. What action would you like to take?
Mind Spike.
Mind Spike, yeah, absolutely.
So Cal, as he's climbing down, will just sort of look down at the rats and say, "Spot 'em!" And they got to make an int save.
That is a. What's the int save?
It's a DC 13.
Yeah, they fail. They have a
Take 1 point of
-4
damage
in
because
intelligence.
I rolled for crap.
1 damage? All right. I will say you hit both swarms of rats with that. That said, the rats actually do get through. They start chewing through your Gambison, Dam, and one of them does hit with a 21. You rolled a 19. That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so I'm down.
And I need another con save.
Okay, hold on.
I love that you have like a giant rat in your background.
No, that's an anteater.
Oh, okay.
18.
18. All right, yeah, you're fine. Rats are chewing through the Gambison, though. They're kind of getting into your armor.
So I've taken a total of what, 9 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 27 then. Okay.
What would you like to do? You're up front. You're still you're on top of this broken dumbwaiter. The rats swarming you. If you want, you can kick it open and try to like get out of this vent.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You give me an athletics check.
13.
13. You bam, bam. You kick this thing in. As you do, there's even more rats below it, and you start to kind of slip down as the rats sort of like think like, you know, an object lying in sand, but the sand is moving and the object starts to sink. That's you in the rats as you just get fully immersed in them.
Oh.
And now the rats are up against you, Kavia, as he goes down. You're in the rats. You stumble onto the ground. You see that you're in a study, and you hear outside of the door, "Master, they're leaving. I'm sorry to disturb you. I didn't mean..." You hear the major domo outside the door, but in the room, you just see everything's moving. There are rats covering the walls, the ceilings, the floor. They are everywhere in this room.
That flaming spear might not have been a bad idea.
Yeah. We're in it now, guys. Just gonna start just whacking a path for my friends, I guess.
All right, go ahead. Make your attacks, Kavia.
Yeah.
Rats start swarming up your legs.
17 to hit.
17, that hits.
8 damage for that, and then my swarm's going to also do another one, so 9 damage total.
You kill an entire swarm of these rats, but there are just so many.
And then I'll take my second attack.
Go for it.
Nope, natural one.
Natural 1. You
Ugh.
go and swing, and as you do, there are rats just covering your arm. You're not able to get the momentum as they start getting up to your neck. Kelvic,
Wait,
Kellic,
that
what would you like to do?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I would have had advantage because of my theory phase.
Oh, go for it.
Oops. Wrong one. Sorry. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That does hit. Roll damage.
For 5 damage.
All right. Kellic, how about you?
Is there enough room below him now to continue down the shaft?
Well, the problem is right now, Kavina is in front of you. She would have to either go down as well, which if you would like to do that, you could make your movement to just kind of slip down.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that.
I will just remind you, from your perspective, you didn't see where Dan went.
Yeah.
Okay? You
Fine.
slip down as well. The swarm just sort of consumes her as she goes down. I would say in your guys' mind, you can decide how your characters interpret this, but it does appear that your friends are essentially being swallowed by these swarms.
Kellic would look down and see her slowly start to disappear, and he would just say, "This is probably the worst idea I've ever had." And he's gonna light one of his torches in his bag. He's gonna attempt to kind of drop it down near her, in hopes that it would scatter this little bit of flame.
Oh my god. All right. You light this torch. You throw it down. Do you add any accelerant or anything like that?
No, he doesn't. Well, no, he'll drop the torch at first, but he'll pull out a flask of oil pack.
You drop the torch. You do see it's burning rats, but they're quickly consuming it. You think that the torch might actually be smothered out by rats unless accelerant is applied.
Oh, all right. He's not a very smart man, so he's gonna just, if he can, whip the jug of oil at the torch and try to make it ignite.
Oh,
He's gonna
boy.
shout, "Kavina, watch your face!"
Kamina, you don't even hear this. As rats are scurrying, you just hear scurrying all around you.
Oh, jeez.
Cal, you're a smart man, from what I gather.
Yeah.
You watch as
Yeah.
Kellic drops this torch, and you see it's like, you think that's not going to do much good. And then you see him fumbling with something, and your eyes go wide as you realize what he's doing. He drops the accelerant. The entire shaft becomes a massing inferno below Kellic. Kellic, you can already feel the heat rushing up as rats are screaming. They're burning. The oil is just spreading, and as the rats are moving, they're spreading the oil amongst all of them. So they're just becoming perfect kindling for this fire, which is scorching the entire shaft. Kavia has slipped down into the bottom. She doesn't even see the heat or the flames yet. She's down in this study surrounded by rats with Dan, but you're right above this now towering inferno, and Cal, you're right above him. What would you like to do?
Well, the good thing is that I'm nimble and I can fix this. This is the stupidest
God.
idea that Cal has ever had, but it just might work.
Okay.
So, starting off, Cal is going to just drop. He's been, slowly clawing ways through here. He's just going to let go
If you
and
drop,
fall straight down.
you're gonna land on Kellic.
I realize.
Okay.
As a bonus action, because of my tempestuous magic, I'm going to cause gusts of air to surround myself as I cast a first level spell, which grants me a flying speed of 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to use that to put myself down and out and in the room as best I can with the floor of rat lava. And the spell that I cast is Thunder Wave at 3rd level, changed to air.
Are you sure you want to do this?
One shot. I'm having fun.
Okay.
Love the energy.
I want to ask a question before I narrate how this goes down. In my mind, when you have an enclosed heat source and an accelerant and lots of things that can burn and that much heat building up in that small of a space, the only thing that really stops it from getting out of control is a lack of oxygen.
I mean, I could stick with Thunder Wave and keep blowing it down.
No,
right
that's
now.
not what you said. We're past that point. I'm just asking, I'm not. I love that you're doing this. It's great. I'm just asking everybody else. Does my sensibility check out here, or am I crazy?
This is right to me.
You drop down, hoping that gust and this thunder wave of air will clear the way and allow you to slip through the flames. It does the exact opposite. You rush down with this air as you slip past Kellic. Kellic, he moves past you. You have the option to follow, or what would you like to do?
The way I kind of envision it more is hanging on, and he's not paying attention because he watched him engulf the entire party in fire, and he just kind of clips him, and Kellic just falls with him. So he ends up near
You
the
fall
bottom.
with him. You feel this rush of air, and you see him let out this spell. Air rushes out from him, pushing the flames back for a moment. But all of that heat and all of that enclosed space, all that air rushing in, suddenly, boom! You guys are in the study. The entire dumbwaiter shaft explodes. Give me one moment while I roll for the damage. I need more D6s.
I did 11 points of damage from my Thunder Wave.
Uh-oh.
You did. You killed.
He's gonna
quite
kill
a
us.
few
You're gonna
rats.
kill all. You're gonna kill all of us.
I think
While
because of
this
my
is happening,
positioning,
what
I
are
don't
you
get
doing?
a save, do I?
Say what?
I think
Oh,
because
poor
of my
Rook.
positioning, I don't think I get a save, do I?
That's why I'm asking you. What would you like to do as you're seeing this all go down?
The only thing I can do is go back up. Everyone is
Give me a athletics check. Unfortunately, your wings don't help you in this narrow shaft.
no, they don't. And apparently the dice don't either. 11.
Oh no.
11. You start climbing out. You're at the tail end of this, but unfortunately, you are not able to clear the shaft where the fire has only one direction it can go. One moment.
This ain't gonna end well.
It's the best
Smell like
plan.
chicken in here.
Cal, Kelvic, and Rook, you each take. One moment. Let me just add that up again. Uh, 35 fire damage.
Oh, I'm out. That's all my health.
Kellic goes unconscious. How about you, Rook?
I got 10 left.
Fire scorches up over your body as you pull yourself through the shaft, climb out into the kitchen. Cal stepped away for a second. I would like a dex save from Dan and Kavina as this shaft just boom blows out of the wall from the force of this explosion.
Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now.
Not a natural 20, but 20.
20. You duck underneath, falling into a swarm of rats. How about you, Dam?
18?
18. Yeah, you duck as well. Cal, I don't know if you heard, you take 35 points of fire damage.
That is 3 times my max HP. Bye-bye.
Cal is just incinerated from the heat. You fall to the bottom of the shaft, Kellic unconscious. The rats start scurrying away in terror. Down below, you guys are still surrounded by rats, but they're scurrying back. In the midst of the room, you see what must be the person whose study this belongs to, the owner of this house, Thaddeus Morrison. He looks at you, breathing heavily. Please help me. And you see there's blisters on his body as rats are scurrying around the room. Damn, Kavina, you look at him and you see one of these blisters, and out from it, a rat burst out of his skin.
Oh,
Jasper!
And he's reaching towards you, and you see both of you make an insight check at disadvantage due to the chaos and horror of what you're seeing.
So what's the disadvantage due to the roll?
You roll twice, you take the lower roll.
Okay. 1 sec. 15?
20 was my lowest.
You see him reaching out to you. Damn, you think that he wants help, that he wants something. Kavia, I'm sorry, how do you say your character's name again? I keep messing up.
Okay, Kavina.
Kavina, you see him reaching, and you see there's a tome on the ground nearby, wrapped in thick, maybe leather. On the cover, it reads Ratus Excessus.
I'm going to. Can I get over there? Is there a path like?
I mean, it's considered difficult terrain due to all the rats, but yes, you can get over there.
Okay.
As the rats are scurrying from the towering inferno that's just erupted from the wall.
Bonus action, searing smite my hand axe, go over to it and just like start whacking at it. Hopefully it will just catch on fire.
You start hacking the book to pieces. Gah! Gah! Pages ripping apart, burning as you do this. And as you do, damn, you watch as the rats start bursting into flames, burning away like paper, dissolving all around you.
Hold on.
Rook is trying to find his way around because the dumbwaiter is broken. So
You rush downstairs, you see the Major Domo, Oriel, banging on the door. What's happening in there, Master?
like we said, rats.
What would you like to do down there? You're at the door with this Major Domo.
Using athletics to try to barrel through the door.
Give me an athletics check.
And just to hopefully get a scene explosion, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
23.
You boom! Kick in the door as it swings open. You see rats are burning up all around you as Kavina is smashing this tome and burning it to pieces. And you see the master of the house writhing there in pain. And as he does, he moves towards you, and you see worms start to form out of his flesh. these things spill forward. I would say, Cal, if you want to look up the stat on D&D Beyond of a apprentice, I think it's a wizard's apprentice or mage apprentice, you can play as the major domo due to your unfortunate demise.
Yes, go Bluey. Yep, I got him here.
Okay, all of you guys roll initiative as the rats are disappearing, but this swarm of stuff is moving forward.
Should I roll initiative while unconscious just in case?
Yes.
2.
Who's that? Oh, Rook with a
Rook.
2?
Rook is a 22.
Oh, a 22. Got it.
6 for Kavina.
12 for Dan.
Okay.
9 for.
And the apprentice, the major domo?
I think. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had to check my numbers. 18.
18. Nice. Okay, and this creature rolled an 8. All right, top of the round, Rook. What would you like to do? You see this thing stumbling towards you.
Raid. And what Rook does best. Wing.
All right, go for it.
Let's see what that do. The damage portion. Okay. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Awesome. And then this +2 for rage. So 14 points of damage.
All right, 14. You hack into this thing. It doesn't seem to mind so much. Major Domo, you're seeing this barbarian's attacking your master, but your master, dear God, what's growing out of him?
Does it look like something that fire would solve? I mean, other than the
Possibly.
fact also the rest of the room is also on fire, so that could also be a problem.
Yes.
Burning hands sounds like a good solution here. DC.
Do you care if it hits
no.
the other people in the room?
No, they're trying to kill my master.
All right. So Rook, you make the save as well. And damn you as well.
Which save am I making?
Dexterity DC 12,
Dex. Okay.
and if you save, you take 5 fire. Otherwise, you take 10.
Okay. The creature doesn't succeed.
I
Roll
saved
12.
Fire covers it.
5.
Roll the 12 on Dex check.
If you
I believe that is a success.
Yeah.
And
How dark is your world?
yeah. You guys, so you only take 5 damage. The creature, as the fire hits it, it lets out this sound of like a million voices screeching out of this body. With that, damn, your turn.
Fuck. Heal or attack? Hold on. Is it how many times can I do lay on hands in one action? Is it only once?
Only once.
Only once? Shit. All right, I guess we're gonna fight then. Can I come? So I have a fighting style, Sacred Flame. Can I combine that and Divine Smite in the same thing, or is it 2 separate actions?
It's 2 separate actions. Divine Smite is when you hit with an attack.
Okay. So then we're gonna do the attack with my short sword with the Sacred Flame.
What do you mean with Sacred Flame?
Because it's
Sacred
a fighting
Flame
style.
is spell.
Yeah, it's a fighting style.
Oh, what class are you playing?
Paladin.
What? It's Sacred Flames of fighting style?
That's what I did when I created it because he's a sentinel from Eberron that got added on.
Oh, okay, 1 second. Let me just look at this. This is all that's new for me, so I just want to double check.
Okay.
You said, wait,
Sounds
so
like
he
it
has
might
a
be
sentinel feat, or it's a?
He's a Marcus Sentinel. Marcus Sentinel
Oh,
human.
okay.
Because he's from
Alright.
Eberron. He's the House Danus Sentinel.
Oh, I see. Give me 1 second. Eberron. Yes, I see it. 1 second. I'm just trying to get a grasp on this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I gotta roll for. So hold on, my attack. Hold on. +3, so yes. I'm trying to figure out how. So just roll for damage then.
Well, you have to roll to hit.
Oh yeah, shit. Hold on. It's my. One sec.
It's okay. While he's doing that, next on deck is Kellic. Make a death save for me.
13.
13. That will hit.
Okay.
Roll damage.
So, 5.
5. Okay. And Kellic, your death save?
10 even.
Okay, that's a success. The creature moves towards you, Rook, and will attack. It has multi-attack, so it attacks twice. The first one is
My AC is 15.
First one is a 14 to hit. Next one misses as well with only a 9. Those are some 2 bad rolls. But then, as it swings at you, some of these worms lunge off of it. Make a dex saving throw.
Oh, 21.
21. You're fine. Worms fling off of this. You bat them out of the air, out of the way. That brings us to Kavina. Your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run up to the guy and I'm gonna whack him with my axe since it's still
Go for it.
hot. Oops. Wrong one. 11 to hit.
Say what?
11.
Yeah, that hits.
And then I get plus 5, 11, plus another 5, so 16 damage.
Okay. Got it. Top of the round with Rook.
He's swinging again.
Go for it.
Does a 16 hit?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this plus 2 and 16 damage.
16 damage. Got it. Nice. All right. This thing looks pretty hurt. Blood spewing off it. You do notice that some of the damage you did earlier actually healed from the worms kind of like stitching this thing back together. That brings us that brings us to Major Domo. Your turn.
believe that a firebolt will be more effective at this point, so I'm going to roll the d20 and add 4. Yes. Figure out what I'm doing here. So that would be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Take a d10 fire damage, please. That would be 6.
Okay. You scorch this thing, stomping out some of the healing that was going on. That brings us to Dan, your turn. You actually, at this point, you do see Kellic is unconscious next to the dead body of your friend Cal.
We're gonna save. That's only gonna give him like 5 if I do lay on hands. So, all right, I'm just gonna attack the stupid monster
Okay.
that the guy's become. So
Put him down.
8, or sorry, 11.
11. That hits. Roll damage.
2.
Just 2?
Yeah, just 2.
Okay.
I'm being dumbed up with my sword.
You swipe once, you just only get a few of the worms. And that brings us to Kellic. Make another death save.
That one's a 7.
That's a fail. The creature continues towards you, Rook. That is going to be a 20 to hit. You take 8 slashing damage, which I believe your rage reduces by half to 4.
I'm raging, so I take 4. So yeah.
And then 3 necrotic damage.
Oh.
It then swings again for 15 to hit.
Well, the 3 necrotic got me to 0. So.
Oh. Rook goes down. As he does, this thing hits again anyway. Rook, you take 2 failed death saves as this thing lands on him and starts burrowing worms into him. And as you get closer, as you get closer, Kavina, to kill this thing, make a dex saving throw.
Ten.
10 worms lunge off of this thing and hit you, and they start to burrow into your flesh. Give me one moment. Yeah, a worm, it latches onto you and burrows beneath your skin. You feel it moving in your arm, up your flesh. Yeah, that's that. And then that brings us to your turn, actually. And at the start of your turn, you take 6 necrotic damage as this thing moves in your skin.
Yeah. Can I? Can I reach one of my fallen companions here?
Yeah, you can reach either Rook, who's underneath the thing, or you could reach Kellic, who's unconscious by the dumbwaiter.
I'm going to. Alec's been down for a while, it feels like. I'm gonna
But
carry
Rook
him to-
has this thing on top of him. He could die next turn if this thing
on
doesn't
top
seem
of
to be prioritizing living targets.
up to Rook then and cast Cure Wounds.
All right, you reach past this thing, grabbing Rook, dumping healing into him. Go ahead and give him the health.
Just 4.
You take 4 hit points. Rook, your eyes open as this thing is right in your face. Worms spewing out of its eyes, its nose, its mouth, and its ears. With that, Rook, it's your turn.
So whatever I have left, I'm gonna move out of the way now.
Wait, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Is my greatsword still in my hand?
It is.
Sweet. 23 hits?
23, you lunge the sword up into this thing.
Oh wait, I fell unconscious.
At you.
So,
No, she got you up when you were...
well, I meant for the rage.
Yeah, you'd have to reactivate
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. You can do
It's
that as
just
a
a
bonus
bonus
action if you
right?
want, if you
It's a
have
rage.
another rage.
So awake, rage, swing, and
Go
so
for it.
the damage
Nice.
will be a total of 13.
13, all right. All right, this thing's still alive. That's your only attack?
I only get one attack per turn, so yeah.
Okay. That brings us to the Major Domo.
Wait, did I get skipped?
No, you're next.
Oh, okay.
So Rook is up and swinging.
He's beneath this thing, jabbing up at it.
Okay. I wouldn't be able to hit a burning hands that would miss him, would I? Because he's prone.
I don't think
Or no,
so.
but Kara is, the ranger's still there, so I don't want to do that.
Yes.
So yeah, firebolt again.
All right, roll the hit.
That would be a nat 20, 24.
Nat 20. You blast this thing. Roll the damage.
Just double it.
Yep.
2d10 makes me 8.
8. You blast this thing. As you do, the flames burn away some of the worms. And you see your master looking at you. And you see him breathe for a moment. My God, he's still alive through all of this. You see him looking at you. There's pain where his eyes should be. You see his mouth trying to say something as worms fill out through his mouth. Damn, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna use what's the current health totals of everybody that's still alive?
Okay.
Nearly dead?
Let's use lay on hands on Rook, and then I do have a bonus action as well.
Okay.
Turn the tide.
Like, I think is down. But...
So, as a bonus action, each creature of your choice within 30 feet regains 1d6 plus 2 HP if it has no more than half its max HP. So, can I target all my friends who are still
can.
alive? Okay.
Yeah.
That wouldn't hit me. So Rook and Kel would. So I gotta roll that then, I think.
Yeah, just roll the d6.
All right, hold
Right.
on. Yeah, D6
That
plus
technically,
2.
did Cal official die?
Did what?
Did he roll his final death save? Or
Not yet. He's about to.
or
So roll the
is the
7.
healing gonna affect that? And then
It's gonna
bring
affect him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you, Kellic, your eyes open as 7 hit points flow into you from this turn the tide. You see this thing on top of Rook, and you see Kavina and Dam trying to help Rook get out from under it, and the Major Domo casting firebolts at it. What would you like to do?
True to his nature, he's gonna stand up, sprint tackle, try and just tackle the worm man and get him in a grapple. Try and like expose him
Okay.
for his friends.
You get up using half your movement, lunge across the room, grab this thing. Give me an athletics check.
Ooh, 19 plus 7 for 26.
This thing is it's strong, stronger than you think it would be, but as it grabs onto you and you're on its back, everyone's like kind of gathered around it. It looks like a Renaissance painting with everybody like shocked, and you on this thing's back, but it can't get you off. That brings
Stop it!
us
Quick,
to
stop it!
its turn. It goes ahead and it's going to throw worms. Make a dex save for me, Major Domo.
Let's see here. That would also be a nat 20.
Nat 20. You dodge out of the way of these worms and you blast it with a. I'm just going to give you a free firebolt. You burn this worm as it lands on the ground. The thing swings first at you, Kavina. That's a 25 to hit for 6 slashing damage and 6 necrotic damage. Are you still up?
Did that healing? Did I get that healing as well?
Yes, you did.
Okay, let me do this real quick.
Was she less than half her max HP?
Oh no, you wouldn't have, because you weren't less than half.
I can do that
Yeah,
once per that bonus action once per turn, right?
I think might be a limit on it. You have to check. It should say like maybe after a short rest, or you can do this X number of times.
It doesn't say.
I'm still up, but barely.
Okay.
Apologies. How much healing was it that you did last time?
7.
So
Thank
7, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say I
swings
have to.
again with a natural 1, misses horribly against you, Rook. That brings us to Kavina, your turn. And at the start of your turn, you take 5 necrotic damage from the worm growing inside your arm.
Barely up. Oof. I'm just gonna hit this thing.
Go for it.
Oh, 6.
You swing and miss. Rook, it's still on top of you. Actually, I will say that Rook, you have advantage as Kavina's swinging at it, but this worm in her arm's pulling her back. But at the same time, Kellic is pulling this thing back, giving you enough room to leverage underneath it.
I was gonna ask you for my bonus action. Can I like try to pry that out real quick?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Okay.
Big gross leech.
22.
22. You turn your dagger around, jab it into your arm, blood spills out. You take 5 points of slashing damage, but you kill the worm as it rides out, blood coming down your arm. Rook, your turn.
Took myself out. So I'm down.
And you were saying I get advantage on this attack?
Yes.
The higher one is 22.
22. You lunge the sword up. Roll damage.
A measly 10.
But 10 is just enough. Play this out for me. Tell me how this goes down.
All right. So he's holding on to him. She's swiping at him too.
Oh, I'm
Stab him
down.
through! Stab him through! Rook listens, and as he goes in, he goes a little high. As the worms escape a little bit, he's trying to reach out and be like, when he was looking at Domo, and like trying to say something, they open a little bit as the sword goes in through.
Cutting the worms out from the face. The body continues to wiggle, but the worms start to fall off as death takes this thing. You are all out of combat.
I'm
Kellic
down.
just throws the limp body to the floor. Goes over to check on down.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Oh, not good. That is a 2 minus 1, or 2 plus 1.
You think she's already dead.
She's dead, everyone. She's died. Blood loss. I've seen it 100 times.
Continues to waylay into the dead body of the worm guy.
Give me a death save, Kavina.
Never been good at medicine. Someone might want a second opinion. That's fairly
So
common.
was it
13.
13? That's a success.
Let's go ahead and use 10 lay on hands on Kavina.
Kavina, you wake up alive.
He wasn't. I'm really bad at medicine, guys. I'm sorry.
The major domo is crying beside their master's corpse as Rook continues to bash it to pieces.
Do I just get one back?
You get 10.
How much money did we make off this job in the end, guys?
Also, the lay on hands, because it was 10, it should solve the necrotic, right?
Yeah,
Was
the
that because
necrotic
the
she
worm?
took care of by stabbing herself, but unfortunately it knocked her unconscious.
Oh, okay. So then she's good then. Okay.
You guys made 500 gold off of this job if you go and collect from all the houses that promised you money, as well as the initial tavern, the Gorgut. The major domo, in his grief, doesn't offer you any reward, but he does give you a package. This was the original package that tome arrived in. It originates from a land called Richamulat, and it's signed Jacqueline Rainier. You've never heard of this place. All you learn from the major domo is that the artifact, this tome, had been received by his master. He was eagerly awaiting it. He'd been in his study for weeks. The major domo's only interaction with him was to deliver food through the dumbwaiter per his master's instructions. After cleaning yourselves up, retrieving the body of your friend Cal, you guys leave without making much from the major domo or their household. But you do make 500 gold from the various citizens in the town and the tavern keeper.
We'll pull out Cal's body from the rubble.
Hmm.
And
Is that
carry
500 gold?
out of the building.
Say that again?
I think it's 500 gold total, so it'll be split like 4 ways of everybody alive still. So it's like
That's right.
125 apiece.
With that, our adventure concludes. A busy 2 days for you guys. What turned out to be a little bit more than just a rat job. Anyone have any ways they want to close out or tell us how they're spending their money?
Kelly feels guilty about ultimately causing the death of one of his companions, so he's probably going to put money towards maybe finding a cleric, maybe rage dead, a little bit of resurrection, try and bring his buddy back.
Okay. What was Cal's alignment?
Cal was neutral good, if I recall correctly. Chaotic
Cal-
good, I'm sorry.
You would expect upon dying, you would expect to find yourself. What was your faith? Do you have
Didn't
any
have
god
one.
you believe in? You would expect to find yourselves, from what you know of the lore, you'd expect to find yourselves at the gates of Kalemvor's tower. According to some faiths, he separates people and sends them off to their respective afterlives. That's what you're expecting. Or perhaps maybe you're expecting none at all. What are your beliefs of the afterlife?
I figure I would, wind up in some eternal library, forever copying books. Sounds like a fun afternoon for eternity.
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you were looking for, certainly. As you wander, you don't think that's where you ended up. Instead, you find yourself, one moment, you find yourself deep in the woods. All around you is mist, for as far as the eye can see. In the sky, you look up and the moon hovers in the sky a deep crimson, and you hear the howl of a wolf. In the distance. And you see a sign up ahead that says, "Now entering the lands of Richelumont." Sign
Right.
provided for by the Rainier family.
Interesting. But I wouldn't
Kellic.
know that connection because I was dead.
No, you wouldn't. But Kellic, you, meanwhile, are at a cleric, and they're giving you back your money as they tell you, unfortunately, there's nothing they can do. His soul's probably in a better place now if he's not responding to healing spells.
Kellick's visibly frustrated, but he'll instead put the money towards a proper burial then for the body that he has. It's not coming back. He at least wants him put to rest the right way. No zombies.
You put him to rest. How about the rest of you?
Chip in for that.
Chip in for that.
Okay.
Same.
You guys all chip in for that. Cal, what are you doing in this new place you're in?
Might as well find a place to bunker down is the wrong term, but find a place to get into the shelter and wait for daylight.
You actually do find a campsite. There are strange travelers there. Can I help you, friend? Are you lost?
Sort of. Where am I? Where are we?
You're in the lands of Richelumont. Where are you from, friend?
I was in Daggerford before I exploded.
You are a long way from Daggerford. But I can take a message there for you if you wish.
Go on.
I travel quite frequently. If you need a message delivered to Daggerford, I can deliver it the next time I am in that town.
Yes. There is a paladin named Rook. Let him know where I am?
Of course, friend. Please, sit by the fire with us. Tell me of your friends.
And the problem is that, Cal is incredibly awkward around people he doesn't know. And now he knows nobody. So he'll probably, sit by the fire, take a cup of tea, and just sort of observe. But he is not a social creature.
As we wrap up our session, it takes about 6 months before, Rook, you receive a letter from your friend Cal. tells you he is in the land of Richie Lumont and beckons you to come find him.
Brings the letter to one of the others in the group because I'm not sure if he'd be able to read it. I recognize
I'm
that
guessing
face.
if Cal made it, then it might have a picture of me here. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, he'd still bring it to the others, and Cal sends his regards.
Sent you a letter? What? Look, Kellic will read it for a second, then I'll hand it off to Kavina so she can take a look at it as well. It sounds like we need to go find whatever this place is. I'm not saying that word. I butchered enough languages in my day.
Ichilumon? Is that it?
I
Richie
guess.
Lumont.
Itchy Moms, got it.
I mean, I don't know how our dead friend is sending us a letter from a place we've never heard of, but we'll look into it.
I've been getting bored of this town. It's time to move on to somewhere, and this seems as good as any.
Agreed.
And there we close. Because it's not every day that you receive a letter from a friend who's already passed away. But it's a common occurrence here in the Dread Domains. And that's it for me. Guys, it was great playing with you all. What an explosive final fight.
For sure. That was definitely a great time. Thanks for running it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys all
appreciate it.
decided to climb down that shaft. I'm like, oh my god. And then you're like, I'll just set him on fire. And I'm like, okay.
I was hoping to pull an Indiana Jones, maybe clear some space. I guess it worked in a way.
Yeah.
Yes.